Hey guys, I'm Torchwood and today we are watching My Hero Academia. This show is so fucking good, right? Okay, it's so good and it just never stops being good. And like, I don't know who I was talking about the other day, I was just like, they were like, episode 9 is the one you need to get to, that's where shit goes really down. This is episode 8, so episode 9 is next episode. So I'm prepared for some shit, but I don't know what, and I don't know what it's going to be or what it's going to be about, but I'm excited. I really am excited, because this show, and it keeps playing, it's got so much, oh, I could just talk about it forever. It's got so much emotion and so much beautiful music, and it truly is just beautiful. So anyway, last episode, Deku v Kachan. We have got some angst from my two boys, and they are not happy with each other. And yet, Deku managed to pull out a win against Kachan, which I was very impressed by, to the point of being like seriously impressed. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Why do I ship them? I don't know. I just do. Come at me. Anyway, let's begin by we were back in the fighting arena, and we saw a little bit at the very beginning of Katsuki and Izuku's backstory. A very tiny little bit where they were like, he was walking to the woods catching, you know, butterflies, and he was like, wow, you're so cool, Kachan. And he was like, I know Deku, but you'll never be as cool as me. Oh no, he didn't call him Deku then, did he? He called him something like Katsuki, Izuku. And he's like, but you'll never be as cool as me. But his quirk made him change, even though Izuku was just enamored by him. He wanted to be him. He wanted to, as we learned later, he wanted to beat him, which he actually did, which I thought was very impressive. But his quirk, I suppose such an explosive quirk like explosions will do that, but it was very disheartening to see Kachan treat him that way, because it's like, you hold this character to your heart, and then this other character is just bullying him all the time, and you don't know why. But we did learn why a little bit throughout the whole adventure. Yeah, and then we flashed forward to the present, and we were back in the battle arena. Tenya made a closed call, because he rang Katsuki, and Katsuki put the phone down. I mean, it was fucking hilarious. He was like, but no, we need your help. Hello? Hello? It was like, nah, sorry, Katsuki's got his own mental issues right now. But as All Might was saying, life kind of sucks for heroes, because they're always in the limelight, they're always in the public eye, they've got to do what's right, and they're always going in with a disadvantage on the villains, 9 times out of 10. You don't get heroes plotting an evil trap for villains to come and stop. It's usually the other way around, so usually the villains have time to prepare for the heroes to arrive and to try and stop them. So yeah, I wrote something there and I don't have a fucking clue what it says. Being a fanboy is everything. Yes, it is, because as we learn, Izuku learned all the moves of Katsuki, and he was like blocking and throwing like different kind of moves. It was very, very fucking cool. However, what we didn't quite understand at the time, and what we eventually learned, was that Katsuki isn't dumb, and he picked up on this, and he modified his moves to meet Izuku's, and it was fucking incredible. It was so cool. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Now we saw a lot of anger and a lot of pride from Katsuki in last episode, sorry. And we just saw a lot of him being like, no, I'm better than you, I'm better than everyone, I'm better than everything, but there was nothing more than that in that fight. And as he was getting more and more frustrated, but he was strange in the fact that he got more and more frustrated, but he didn't lose his skill or his intelligence. He kept his cool, he kept his edge, and he carried on and he did it. And I was very impressed by that. I was really impressed. And then we got Izuku kind of planning for what he was trying to achieve, which was a 2v1 fight against Tenya. He just had to somehow get the tape around Katsuki. However, like I said, I don't think the tape would have stopped Katsuki. I think he would have just carried on anyway. He'd probably just blown through it and then he just attacked him anyway. It was going to be a fight to the finish, and he really wanted to hurt Deku. he really did want to hurt Deku. And Deku was like, I take back everything I said. And I thought that was so cool, because you finally got a, you know, you got to a moment where it was like, they are going to fight and they're going to throw down and they're going to do this. And you know, one of them's going to come out on top, but who it's going to be could literally be anyone. Now we flashed it back again, and we saw a little bit of Katsuki in like the classroom, and they were saying like, oh yeah, you're going to be so powerful. It's like, yeah, I bet no one can stop me. Thus starts the God complex, superiority complex, whichever one you want to go with. And he feels like Deku is sort of like, I'm calling him Deku now because I feel like it relates to Kachan, and I don't know, I'm doing that. I probably still call him Izuki in the reaction. But you see a sort of, sorry guys, sorry, you see a sort of very different side to Kachan in those moments, because you sort of start to understand why he is like he is. He you know, he's not like being an arsehole because he wants to be. He's just an arsehole through and through, and you sort of see that a little bit more. So yeah, and then we flipped from that very intense scene to Ochako and Tenya, which was just insane. Tenya's insane. He lost his fucking mind, pretending to be a villain, and he got very into character. And he started monologuing. At this point, me and Ochako were both like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Just like trying not to laugh. And it was so odd. It was so odd. We then flip back to Katsuki basically trying to blow Deku out of the building with one of his explosive bombs from where he sweats and then he explodes, and it's like, whoa, okay, it's kind of crazy. So we had that. And then we flipped back to Ochako, and she was like basically trying to beat Tenya. It wasn't working out for her. Then we flipped back again, and then we saw a very cool thing, which was Izuku get back up and he was going to fight. He was going to do this. He realized he couldn't beat him with his powers, without his powers, so he had to do it. But he also didn't want to hurt. Well, he did, but he didn't want to. I don't know what's the best way to put it. He didn't want to, like, you know, go all out, because he really only gets like 2 hits, maybe 3 if he uses one of his legs, but after that he's going to be fucked. And when I say no, he doesn't have 4 unless he like lays down and then kicks off. But his body can't handle it yet, so I wonder if we'll ever see a time where his body can handle it. I'd love that, but I don't know. So anyway, everyone was fighting, and then we got that best line where it all changed. You idiot. And he was like, I don't want to be, you know, he sort of explained what his emotions were, Izuku did. And he was like, I'm going to beat you. And it was like so cool. And he did beat him, because what he did was very clever. He turned the tables, and as Katsuki went for his face, he went for the roof. And he threw up all his force, it exploded from him, it ripped open the building basically, and allowed Ochako enough distraction to get over and get onto the missile and basically win. It was fucking impressive, I'll tell you that. Also, the extras got a lot of new lines, so that was very cool. Y'all are gonna kill me one day, I know it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what this episode brings. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of a humble Katsuki. Maybe we'll see a very angry Katsuki. That's more of the one I'm expecting, I'll be honest. Just make my lines from my notes, so I know what I'm going to be writing. And I hope you're enjoying these reactions. You guys are lovely, by the way. It's so nice to have such lovely commenters. Especially after today, because I've had a really bad day today. In regards to comments. So, it's nice to be on this episode where I know people are lovely. This is My Hero Academia. You are all incredibly amazing, beautiful people, and Izuku would be proud of every single one of you. I'm very excited. I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be honest, but yeah, this is episode 8. I hope you enjoy, and if you do have any feedback, don't forget you can watch the next reaction on Patreon now or in a few hours, it depends, but go check out on Patreon. If it's up, it's up. If it's not, it'll be up in a few hours, because it depends when I upload it to YouTube. To upload it to Patreon, it's a whole thing, but next episode should be up, yes. And if you're watching this on Patreon, don't do that, because, you know, you're already a week ahead. This This is My Hero Academia. I hope you enjoy it, because you know what? I fucking will. Hang on, I'm just going to move my camera back very slightly because I can get my notepad in then. Coolio. Let's go. Oh, am I filming? That always helps, guys. Always be filming. Key to reaction and success.
Your indoor combat training is over.
Yay! Training's over.
Are you okay?
The hero team wins!
What a weird way for this to end. The losers are practically untouched, and the winners are both on the ground.
Yeah,
How
they
does
got
the old
fucked
saying
up.
go? They may have lost the battle, but
They won the war.
This class is intense.
This class is intense. I don't know who you are, but I love you.
To the nurse's office.
I know.
Hot damn. Hot damn, that was cool as fuck. We need a word with him.
You win or lose, you can always take something away from an experience like this.
Exactly.
As long as you're open to
Learn. Bakugo'S Starline. Ooh, interesting title.
Well, despite the results, the MVP of this exercise is young Ida.
Oh, that's weird.
Shouldn't it be one of the heroes instead, since they're the winners?
Valid question. Why
Yeah,
didn't
she
I
does
choose
ask
one
for
of those two?
the best.
Who is a guess?
Sir, I can tell you why. Ida embraced this challenge. He was the only one who truly adapted to his assigned role. I'll explain. Bakugo's judgment was clouded by a
Bakugo's
personal
so
grudge against
fucked up.
Midoriya. Smooth. Ida was fully prepared for his opponent's arrival. He had a strategy and never lost sight of his mission to protect the dummy weapon, even if he was foiled in the end. Technically, the hero team won, yes, but they took advantage of the fact that this was training.
That was
Didn't
amazing.
respect the spirit of the trial.
I don't know who you are. Who's crying?
This girl really has a good eye on her.
Yes, she does.
Yes? Well, you overlooked a few things. Young Ida could have relaxed a little bit in the exercise. But otherwise, you nailed it.
One should always start with the basics and devote themselves wholeheartedly to learning. That's the only real way to become a top hero.
Who might you be?
Oh, Yayaruzu!
Momo,
One of
Yair,
the
I'll
four
call you
students admitted to the
Momo.
hero.
Oh,
But we
shit.
already won.
Whoa, that is a powerful quirk. Just gonna freeze them out.
My feet are stuck.
This quirk is insane.
Isn't it? Damn. He just walked straight past them.
He incapacitated them without compromising the weapon or his teammates. Take close note of his technique, students.
Whoa, he's so strong.
Yeah. Even you're fucked up.
The hero team wins!
Wow. Who is he? I love him already. Give me a thingy. Whoa.
He too?
Me too. I love you already. I love you so much. I love you already. You're my favorite. Not really. Let's do this! Oh, we don't get to see them fight? See the fucking point.
Super work! You really stepped up to the plate. And we didn't...
Mr. Natural Born Hero. Mr. Symbol of Peace.
Several people know about my injury in this weak form, like the UA faculty and a certain group of pro-heroes, for example. However, only a select few people know the secret of One for All. There's you, the principal, and a very close friend of mine. Young
Ooh.
Midoriya too, of course, but no one else knows the truth about my powers.
You're the #1 hero in the world, All Might. Does it really matter if you were born with your quirk or not? Do you
True
have
that.
to be the symbol of peace? Is
True
it that
that.
important?
If they knew I wasn't, the temptation of this power could corrupt our society. This quirk.
I missed all my afternoon classes.
I'm not
Mr.
sure it's
Aizawa
gonna
was
matter.
probably gonna choke me with his scarf.
What a weird saying.
Hey, it's Midoriya!
Good to see you back, Super. Man, I don't know what you were saying during that match, but you were all fired up, huh? I can't believe you held your own against Bakugo. He's super strong.
You did a great job dodging!
You guys really turned up in the first match, so none of us held back in our rounds either.
You were far from elegant, but I suppose...
The dodging was like, whoa!
Hey, I'm Israel Kirishima. We've been going over training results while you were in recovery.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Hunter Sarah. More importantly, I'm you, pal.
No one gives a shit.
I just gotta say, your dodging was awesome!
See you last week. But
I love
please,
her.
call me Sue.
Sue.
Hey, Satu.
Oh fuck.
I've still got a lot to learn. I know that. That's why I'm here.
Oh fuck, no, he's gonna lose his shit.
You'll see.
Be careful,
I'll
kiddo.
work until I have full control of this borrowed quirk. And I'll finally beat you with my own power!
If you're not too chick and shit. Yeah, you should
Crap,
run.
what am I saying? I only meant to tell him that I wasn't tricking him. How dumb do you think I am? Borrowed power? Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Started! Got that! I'm gonna end up the #1 hero no matter what! You'll never beat me again, you bastard! Don't even try!
Yeah, you need to go lay down. The fuck?
Baku, go! I found you! Just so you know, pride is an important attribute to have. But while you certainly have the abilities to become a pro hero, there's still plenty you have to learn.
Let go of me, All Might.
Oh well.
Save your speeches. I'll be more famous than you, and I'll do it without your help.
Whatever Midoriya was saying, it looked like Bakugo really wanted to punch him.
Childhood friends turned enemies.
Kachan's
I'm not
fuse
sure they
has
were
been
ever
lit.
friends.
There's a fire under him. But that doesn't change what I have to do. I'll keep chasing after him.
Midoriya! What were you saying to Bakugo before I arrived so heroically?
Oh, nothing special.
I'm so curious! Why don't you tell me all the juicy details?
Actually, I kind of forgot.
Cassini. No, that's the wrong one. That was the beginning one. Left totally fucked up. Oh. Well, what a very interesting episode. I am now very intrigued to see what the fuck is going on next. Because we just lost Kachan, which is surprising. Very, very surprising, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't expecting that. So is he gone? Is he gone for a while? Is what's happening with him? I don't understand. Okay, so let's go from the very beginning. I just wrote down he's just beat you because he did. Because Deku did. He won. He won fair and square. There was nothing about it that was wrong. There was nothing about it that was off or he just beat him. He beat him fair and square. It was fucking phenomenal, and he kicked all the ass. And I'm so proud of him because he was like, he went into that fight thinking he was up against some serious competition, and Bakugo went into the fight thinking like, I'm gonna beat him so easily, it's gonna I'm gonna really ruin him. I'm gonna like proper injure him and everything. And I love the fact that hang on. Sue went, this class is really intense, because Sue is damn right. This class is intense. Like, legitimately. First we had the teacher who was going to throw a kid out of school. Now we have two children trying to kill each other. Then we saw some other powers, which is fucking phenomenal. Let's talk about... let's talk about Tenya finding out he was MVP. The pride, the happiness, the joy. That kid is so fucking like... he legitimately just wants to please everyone, and I love it so much, but he has to abide the rules, and he has to do as he's told, and he has to follow superior's orders to the T. That is the person Tenya is, and I'm excited to watch him learn and grow as a person as time goes on, because right now, apart from Izuku, Bakugo, and All Might, they're all kind of one-dimensional, but because they just haven't had any stories yet, but as time grows, they'll grow into 2 and then 3-dimensional characters, and I'm very excited to see it happen. Except Laserbeam Dick. I really hope we never get a story featuring Laserbeam Dick. I'm just saying. And the more you guys tell me off for calling him that, the more I'm going to do it. So we then met Momo. I'm very excited to meet Momo. She's pretty cool. Although I would recommend covering up a bit more. But, you know, whatever. It's whatever she wants to do. I'm just thinking, like, I suppose... no, that's just not tactically sound at all, that bit there. You know, like, that's just, like, hit me here, where my flesh is. So, I don't know. I guess that's just how animes draw. But yeah, so Momo was like, the reason, and she just like listed off all the reasons Tenyu was MVP, and All Might was like, yes, but you missed like one thing that I have to think of really quickly. Tenyu wasn't good at this, and it was like some bullshit answer. It was brilliant. So Momo was admitted on recommendation. Another person who was admitted on the recommendation was Shouty. Todoroki. I'll just call him Todoroki. And he was admitted on recommendation, and he was badass as fuck. He froze an entire building, won, and then melted it. And walked through it like a badass. I loved it when he was like, yes, you can happily fight me with no skin on your feet. I was like, oh, son! That's badass. So I did write badass as fuck. Bakugo was learning that he was not as tough as a lot of people here, and I love that so much. Because it shows that he's someone who's grown up all his life believing to be the best, and then when instantly faced with competition, he's like, he gives up, he quits. Because he was like, no, I don't accept this, I don't accept this. That people could be better than me, I'm out of here, this is stupid. Like, it's total denial, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see where his story's going. But anyway, and I wrote down all these fights should be so good, and then I want to see them fight, because... Why didn't we see them fight, guys? I was so upset. I was like, that's my dream. My dream, my goal. One prize, one roll. No, we're not doing that. One broken man. Okay. A magic. Okay. It's a kind of... Okay, I've got to do my head now. Shit. Yeah, so... I wrote down the word staggering positivity. And I feel like a character said it. And I feel like, yes, that is what we should have. Staggering positivity. Guys, I've got like infectious yawns, it's ridiculous. But I'm infecting myself with them. Now, All Might could barely hold on, really, when he was running to chase up with Izuku. Because he was out of breath. Is he getting weaker? That seems to be the case, but he might just be that weak from, you know, from everything. So I don't know. But I'm also intrigued. Can he fight in his weak form? Like... You see what I mean? What the fuck is happening? It was happening this morning at Riverdale, so I just keep yawning, I can't stop. Can he fight in his weak form, or is he weaker, or is he just like, is it just a different posture, or what is it? I don't know. I would love to see him fight in his weak form at some point, if he can fight in it. I don't know if he can. Or his smaller form, I should say. Smaller does not mean weaker. But I wrote all these fights should be good, and they weren't. And then, yeah, so the nurse knows his secret, as does the headmaster, as does Midoriya, and as does one of his best friends. Now, it was a silhouette. I want to say it was the guy who wears denim on denim, best genius. I have a feeling it's going to be him. I don't know why, I just do. Because they were in the same class together, him, best genius, and... Wait for it. Endeavor. So, I think it's one of those two. I don't know which one, but I'm excited to find out who. So yeah, I am excited to find out who it is and what, you know, why he told them and no one else. I'll just yawn through the whole fucking thing. I've yawned at the beginning of the intro. I did not yawn through the video, and then I started yawning at the end of the intro. What the fuck? It must be this paper. No, it wasn't, because it was Riverdale. It's funny, I was on my phone. Okay. I'm just talking to myself now, guys, honestly. But don't I always? I wish Bakugo went to him. I wish Bakugo softened up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, just like, yeah, just a little bit. I don't know if he ever will. Let me know. Tell me. Is that bad? Should I not be asking for that? Should I not be asking if he'll ever soften up a little bit to Izuku? Because I kind of want him to. A little bit. And then, like, for them to, like, you know, when they get older, like, fall in love and whatever, have children, yeah. I wrote down choke me with a scarf, which is something Midoriya said. I'm saying Midoriya now. Izuku, Midoriya, Kachan, Deku, no, not Kachan, Deku, pick a fucking name. But yeah, he was like, Aizawa probably choked me with a scarf because he was late for his classes, but they all loved him. It was beautiful. He entered the class and it was like, wow, you're my hero, you're so cool, that was so badass, you're so powerful, you stood against Kachata. Fuck me! Fuck off with your fucking names! But yeah, and Sue's just ace. I love Sue. I wrote down Sue is ace, and she's just ace. I love her. But yeah, Tenya needs to calm the fuck down about tables. Legitimately. The dude's insane, and I love it, but he's insane. But Bakugo was leaving, so I wrote heart to heart, and then I wrote under it not a heart to heart. So I feel like you got the semblance of what happened there. Very interesting conversation, that one. For me, it was kind of like watching two characters who, well, one character who admires the other, and then the other who hates the other. Really clash, and I thought Kachan was going to attack him, especially with the way the music went from beautiful to kind of crazy at one point, but he didn't attack him, and, you know, he got on and he did what he had to do. But yeah, it was definitely not a heart-to-heart, and they were all mic to the, nope, no, he wasn't, nope. He was like, get off me. I was like, okie dokie, I won't ever touch you again, I'm sorry. And my last thing, which I'm still unsure about, but I wrote it down anyway. If Kachan goes out on his own and tries to do the hero thing on his own, I don't see him becoming a hero. His personality to be the best, and his anger and his rage and his darkness at this very moment feels to me like it'd push him towards a very villainous direction. Honestly. And I feel like he hasn't got, he's got the strength and he's got the anger, but he hasn't got the mental resilience to deal with what it takes to be a hero, to be compassionate, to think about other people than yourself. Because that's all he's doing right now. He's only concentrating on himself. He only wants to be the best. He doesn't care how other people think. He doesn't care that Izuku broke his arm and that Izuku did a great job winning. Yes, people will beat you out throughout all life. There's always going to be someone better than you at something. Like, you might be the strongest person in the world, but the best fighter in the world could probably take you down because it takes skill. The best fighter in the world could probably get taken down by the best acrobatics in the world because, yeah, you can fight like anything, but someone just pulverizes over you with a giant bar and knocks you out. What I'm trying to say is, there will always be someone with some other skill set who is better than what you're at. And, or the same skill set sometimes. And I feel like Bakugo right now just doesn't have that mindset. He doesn't have the, God, that was a shit metaphor. Fucking acrobatics, whatever. He doesn't have the mindset to accept that there are people out there who are better than him, and there are people out there who are worse than him, and that he is not special, but he is special, you know? He isn't special in the regard of, I'm better than everyone else, I'm the best. But he is special in regard of, he's a very powerful hero. He could become something so much more. You don't have to be the best. You just have to try your best. That is the truth of the matter. Like in anything in life, I don't give a fuck what Yoda said. There is trying, and you should always try your best. Thank you so much for watching. If that was the message of this video, that was it. Always try your best. I have been Torchwood Boy, you've been awesome, and I will see you tomorrow for Camp and Wyona Up. And yeah, Dungeons and Dragons on Geek House's channel, which we play live from 6:30 in the afternoon in England. So check whatever time that is for you guys. I think it's like 3:30 for North, for like East Coast, and then for West Coast, never each other week, yeah. For West Coast it's like 10:30, yeah, 10:30. So yeah, come check us out on that. I hope you have an amazing day. I do love you all. If you did like this video, please subscribe, and if you didn't, leave now. Thank you for watching.